Okay, and let's take a look at the last problem that we have tonight. This one's a little bit different. You might have seen something similar to this on your homework. This is a test of your conceptual skills. Find the values of R1 and R2. So we don't know our resistors here. Uh, we have a 15-volt source, and then also we have a VO over here. And it gives us the value of VO, which is 5 volts. So then also it gives us a 0.2 amp current from the source. So that is useful information. Okay, so let's think about what we know. So we know that branches in parallel have the same voltage. Well, let's take a look here. So these two would be our branches. And if we take a look at this point, we see that it's an open terminal, so no current's going to flow down through it, but it is the same wire, so it does have the same voltage point. Same deal down here, no current will flow, but it is the same wire, still has that same voltage value. So these two branches are in parallel with each other. So that means that where there's 5 volts across here, there is also 5 volts across here. So we can use that information. So let's take a look. So if we know that there's 5 volts here and there, what we can say is that we can find here I'll just redraw it down here, plus minus 15 volts. This will be R2, this will be R1. And we know, like we said, there's this current running through everything. That's 0.2 amps. Okay, and we found out that there's 5 volts across here. So we can find this resistance value by doing V is equal to IR. So if we want to find the resistance of 2 here, we can say R2 is equal to voltage divided by the current. So R2 would be equal to 5 volts divided by 0.2 amps, which should give us 25 ohms for R2. Now that we know that we know that one, we can come up here and look at R1. And since there's that one current that runs through here, we can do a KVL on it because it's in a loop. So let's write negative V of S plus V of 1 plus V of 2 is going to be equal to 0. And if we were to rewrite that, we know that there's there's going to be 15 volts for hitting the negative terminal, plus voltage 1, plus we found that there was 5 volts there. That's equal to 0, so V of 1 is going to be equal to 10 volts. And we'll do the same thing as before, so R1 is going to be equal to V over I, which will be 10 volts over 0.2 amps. This should give us 50 ohms for R2. All right, and that concludes the exam 1 review.